Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. This is your T-shirted historian, and welcome to another game of settlement. And when we last left our intrepid survivors, their village was slowly starting to build up arrowheads, and bows. So they have some ranged combat capacity. They're building nets for fishing. And otherwise, they're surviving. They still don't have a very strong wall. They really don't have a lot of strong buildings or materials. And it's not like they have a quarry or they don't even have a forge yet to get steel tools or steel weaponry. But that's okay. They would have to find a place to mine some of that stuff anyway, I suppose. But in the meantime, all right. It's been a little while since we've played, so what is everybody doing? And you need a little bit of a recap as to where you're at, or?
That would be helpful.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, where you guys are situated in your hex, you have to the south is the south hex is the beach where the ship has wrecked. And there's every once in a while you guys can find some driftwood and things. Some of you are out there fishing and crabbing and things. The actual territory you're in is a wooded area next to a river. And not so far away is the entrance to some sort of a subterranean set of chambers, like an alien-type dungeon that apparently things have moved into. You're not really sure what the purpose of this place was, but so far it seems to be some kind of a crypt, if nothing else. The amount of undead in it. Off to your north is a watchtower that nobody has investigated. And there is a small, like a lake or pond, not so far away, where you guys did see fires from some other kind of tribe out there. But other than that, it's just continuous canopy all around from where you're at. You haven't really gone very far, so, and these hexes are big. So what is everybody doing today?
Investigate the watchtower?
Was interested in the watchtower, but I do think trade might be important.
Yeah.
If especially if they have anything good.
Oh, hey, we got a donation from Mercurius. Thank you, Mercurius. It's good to see you, man. For Australian $2.
Good to be seeing eye to eye again. Thanks, V. Truly.
Appreciate you, man. All right, so hitting up the watchtower.
Watchtower, and then go and look for this other tribe, so maybe we can trade something with them or something.
Get brutally massacred by them.
Yeah, that's why going to the watchtower first is probably a decent idea. If we can squirrel our way up that, what's left of it, we might be able to see what's going on around us.
Mm-hmm. Everyone else agree to that?
Yep.
Silence is compliance. All right. So I guess you guys want to tool up with our newest spears and bows and arrows. And I'm fine with my fists.
Mm-hmm.
Punchy, punchy.
Punchy, punchy.
I have a mace. And this longsword.
Who wants to scout ahead?
I don't.
Does anyone?
What skill would you use for that?
I guess sneak and notice.
I have zeros in them. That's not too bad. I guess I'll do it.
Cool.
Dice rolling. D20. Is it D20 or 2D10 or what? For skills.
2d6, isn't it?
2D6. Okay.
2d6 for skills.
Gotcha.
Can you get 3 skills at every level, or 3 ranks?
You get 3 points in which to distribute, and you, depending on how you spend them, you can either rank up your existing skills, buy new ones, or you can rank up attributes.
I got a 7.
Okay, what were you rolling?
I was rolling sneak.
Okay, so you're sneaking up on the tower.
Well, I'm trying to scout.
Well, so big and tall are the trees here that the tops are almost hidden by the dense mist. Trunks are as wide as a hut. Some of them have planks of wood attached, forming a ladder. There's a stone signaling tower near a water stream, which is the same stream that feeds your camp.
Who wants to test the ladder?
Who's the lightest?
I suppose I can. Head up the ladder,
All right.
gradually listening for creaks.
Right, the ladder creaks and rustles, and small insects and things will kind of scurry up and down the tree, kind of unnerving you a little bit as you disturb their resting places. You'll make your way up the tower. It is some sort of an ancient watchtower. It's been here for, you have no idea how long. It's kind of crumbling in places. The architecture's not any you recognize. There's remains of a rotting cot or bed, as well as an old trunk that looks like it's pretty much gone to decay, as well as a small table and probably the remains of a fire and some other places to store food and cook food. So it's a full-on watch and signaling tower. So there's things up here for making fire and a giant bronze cradle type thing in order to set up for the signals. Curious thing is next to all the firewood are several big jars of colored powders.
You should definitely sniff those.
Is there any door hatch to the lower side of the tower, or is this it? Just a raised beacon?
It's just a raised beacon. It's more or less, it's kind of like a ranger tower. Like a modern ranger tower, which is, got a bed and a place, shelving and stuff like that. But it also has this signaling brazier that's up here as well.
All right, I will head back down before lighting anything.
Okay.
So it looks like we've got it's some kind of signaling tower. There are colored powders up there. I believe they may mean different things, but I don't know if whoever would receive these signals is either A, still around, or B, what they mean, or C, if they would be hostile to strangers.
Is there an entrance into the tower proper, or is it just something you can climb up to?
It's something that you climb up to.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like a regular like tower from like a fantasy. Stuff.
No, no,
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
what I
It
was-
is. No, it's built up on a rock column type thing, but it's not actually hollow inside or anything like
Okay.
that.
Because I was thinking if it was hollow, then maybe there could be instructions for the powders or something.
Mm-mm.
Could you see any other towers from the top? If it's a signaling tower, you'd think other towers would be within view.
Nobody looked.
Did I?
Nobody asked.
All right, I'll head back. I'll head back up and give you a
Wait,
note.
wait. Before you go up, let's grab some vines or something from the surrounding jungle. Then, in case the ladder breaks, we'll have a rope to climb up and down if we need to.
All right.
So we should do that.
You want a survival teacher?
No. I figure just tying in some vines and weaving in some other stuff like that to strengthen up the ladders, not a big deal.
Ruby.
Yep. Well, you guys have been on a ship before, so you know how rope work works.
I guess then we climb up one at a time to have a proper look, all of us. Then.
Mm-hmm.
So can we see any other towers from this tower?
Let's see. From up here, like I said, with the jungle obscuring so much and the trees being as tall as they are, you're basically looking out over the top of the trees. Kind of remind you of that that scene from the first Star Wars movie with the guy in that tower all by himself looking over the big jungle. Like, I don't know what that poor guy was going to do, because by the time he actually saw a ship or anything, it's kind of like, oh, we're screwed.
I was thinking more Far Cry, climbing up the towers.
Oh, God, I hated those. I hated those towers.
Are you playing Far Cry? It's just not for me.
I liked them okay.
I like the one where you turn into a lizard monster. That was cool.
Oh, Primal.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Or no, that was the caveman one, I think.
Primal was the caveman one, but there was one
Yeah.
where you turned into like a mutant lizard person.
Oh.
It was like one of the original Far Cry games, I think.
Oh.
Back when they were more zany.
I've got all of them, but
I think
Like
it was that.
the first one, maybe?
Instinct.
It wasn't the first one, it was like the second.
Instinct, yeah. That's it.
Instinct. I wish they still had that kind of stuff in Far Cry. That'd be really cool.
Well, nowadays, Ubisoft is making games for a completely different audience.
Yeah.
I guess they don't care about those kind of things anymore. But in the distance, you will see very, very, very far off. Looks like the smoke and spires of distant cities further inland, many, many days away.
So there is some kind of grander settlement here.
Is it close to that smoke we saw earlier?
Which smoke?
From the
No,
other
I think-
settle?
I think that whatever other settlement, that's closer to the lake, I think.
Yes. Or the pond, yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. It's not really big enough to be a lake, it's a pond.
Yes.
England is a very small island. Ponds are lakes there.
True.
Well, this would be useful to have someone in. I mean, even though you can't see through the canopy, you can probably see further and hear further. So you could probably station a couple of people up here if we rebuild some cots or something.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
So this was useful, I think.
Mhm.
So should we head to the pond?
Yep.
I'm not gonna play with the colored powder.
We could sell
throw
those.
it in the. You probably throw it in the flame to make them different colors.
That's what I was assuming, but let's see. What am I good at?
I can test it for you if you want.
Let's make sure it's just colored powder, maybe not.
Watch him breathe on the pot.
Yeah, I just take a pinch of it and then step out to the edge so I'm not going to burn the tower, and flick it in the air and blast a puff of flame at it.
Yeah, wherever the powder touches your flame, it changes its color.
We all start tripping.
Whoa!
It does leave a really strong kind of a sulfurous kind of
Chemical
gunpowdery smell in the air. So it doesn't smell great, but
It's not toxic.
no,
Yeah.
it's not toxic.
As far as we know.
Yeah, it's not immediately toxic.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, just liven up your campfires, you know.
All right, let's go to the pond.
All right. Let's see. Gotta figure out where everybody is. Where everything is, I should say. In relation to what? Okay. So you're effectively crossing 6, 12, 18 miles of uneven territory through woods. Let's see. I forgot what movement rates are worth, but
About 3.5 hours if we hustle.
What
So
time
long
of day
as
is it?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just asking what time of day it was.
from what about the time you got to the tower and explored it and everything, it's probably the beginning of afternoon, like about 2 or 3.
I was going to say we probably should get back before any other attacks happen, especially in the dark.
What sort of time is sundown?
Sundown happens approximately about 8 o'clock.
So we have time, if we hustle, to get there, just have a look at the area, then head back, and then tomorrow we can come back again if we see anything interesting or worthwhile.
That's the plan.
It's not like we're carrying a lot of stuff because we don't have a lot of stuff. So-
Okay. Ooh. All right. So, on your way, something happens.
We're attacked by wild dogs with bees in their mouths.
Well, you're close.
The cancer bees from one of the Lamentations books.
Nope.
Are they bumblepugs?
Bumble pugs. Aw. All right. Who's your leading guy?
I can lead if you want.
I believe Alaric was volunteered to go on point before.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So presumably he still is.
Yep.
Okay, Alaric. I'm gonna need you to make a perception check.
Okay. That's notice, right?
Yes.
Okay. 2d6. 7 again.
All right. Let's see. Versus your opponent. Okay. Alaric is hit from surprise.
Uh-oh.
But whether or not his opponent actually hit him, I don't know yet. Let's see.
Attack.
Damn jungle flail snails.
Oh, it is a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Sorry.
Goodbye, Lark.
Might survive.
It's all right. Your dying screams will alert the rest of the party.
True. Okay, anybody who is within visual of Alaric, you watch him. He's creeping around through the jungle, moving ahead of everybody else, when a giant orange striped felinoid leaps down on him and bites him for 7 damage.
Okay.
Alaric is right now the victim of a tiger.
That's what you get for disguising it. Initiative?
I believe it's time for initiative.
Okay. Is that D20 or is that 2D6 for initiative?
We doing
I thought it was-
before?
Side based, I thought.
No, it's a D8. It's a D8 for the side.
Yeah.
Do I roll initiative now or later?
D8 plus your dice.
Well, I believed I was. What I was letting you guys do is go ahead and go first
Okay.
and take
fair
your
enough.
turns in whatever order you want.
Okay. I got
Well,
a knee.
well, we don't need to roll. We just get to go first.
Oh,
Yes.
So, I suggest we let Alaric stab it, and anyone who's got a ranged weapon takes an attack, and then whoever's left can follow up.
Okay, I'm going to cut at it with my longsword. And so I roll the stab skill.
Yes.
Okay. That's an 8.
An 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit the tiger. Nice try.
Yep.
Yeah, you're trying to flail at this thing that's pretty much like biting into you, and it's trying to get its claws in so it can rake and tear your guts out, so you'll stop struggling. What next?
Do you have the stats on the crude bow?
I believe I do. Find them. Did I not provide them with the?
I'll dig through. I just didn't know if you had it off the top of your head.
I'm assuming it does.
Or on the-
probably D6
would I-
30-60 range.
Is there any drawback to the fact that they're Stone Age quality?
Yeah. Mostly, it's a -1 on damage because of its
All right.
quality.
I'm gonna use my sniper's eye ability. Let me see if I hit. Yeah, no. 10.
A 10 to hit.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
You want
This
me to
thing
go
doesn't
next?
have a huge armor class, but yeah, you guys are gonna have to do a little bit better than that.
Oh, wait. I add my shoot bonus, so that would be an 11. Still no?
Ah, so no.
All right.
I'll go next. I create a heavy spear with my blades of will and chuck it at it. 3, 6, 20 total. Not a natural roll.
20 total.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
So yeah, that hits.
3 from strength, 2 from shoot, and then 1 from the special +1 of blades of will.
So yeah.
The heavy spirit is a D10.
Can you throw a heavy spear?
Yep. No, there's no restriction on it. It's just two-handed. I can't have anything else in my other hand.
If it's two-handed, I don't think you can throw it.
I can make it a light spear. It doesn't really matter which. It's just a spear.
Yeah. Well, yeah. See, a light spear, I think you can throw. A heavy spear, you can't, and there's a damage difference.
I'm using the cities without number, and it doesn't have a difference on them. It doesn't give that on here. It might be in the other book, in Worlds Without Number. So 6 points of damage, and do you want me to bother with the trauma die?
Considering how high you rolled, yeah.
And that's an 8. So 6 points of damage, and a trauma die is 8.
Okay.
Next.
Who's left?
I've not gone yet. Kalia.
Okay, what you doing?
We'll be throwing a light spear, so would I be adding in the stab, or does that not apply?
No, if you're throwing it, then you're not adding in stab. You're throwing it. And by the way, yeah, heavy spears are D10s and light spears are D6s. So yeah, there's a big difference on damage. And yeah, it does say that light spears have the T, so they are throwable. Heavy spears are not throwable. They're two-handed.
In the cities without number, it doesn't have T at all.
I know, and I'm looking at it right here in Worlds Without Number.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is it doesn't have it. You said to use this book, so
Right.
10.
10 to hit?
Yep.
Your spear sails right past it.
Just me then?
Uh-huh.
I will come hurtling through the jungle at this thing and launch a flying drop kick at its side.
Ooh, getting into close combat with a tiger. This ought to be fun.
Wouldn't be the first time. Let's see. That's
He's gonna catch the toe.
wow.
22.
Oh, that's going to hit.
Right, damage. Of course, that's the one dice I don't have to hand. Okay, that is 13 points of damage. Shock 3 against AC 15 or less.
Okay, well, shock only happens if you miss.
And trauma, I rolled 3 and a +1, so that's 4. So,
Yeah, trauma's not high enough to kill it, but you will do your damage, which was how much?
13.
Wow, that's a heck of a blow.
Well, I have Killing Blow and Focus Unarmed Combat level 2.
Yeah. I figured you had some decent numbers on you. Okay. So, everybody's gone?
Actually, that should be 1 more point of damage. I didn't add the second bonus from my Killing Blow for the level.
Okay.
So.
All right, everybody's gone?
Yep.
Okay. This thing's taken well over half of its hit points, so it's going to morale check. Tiger is pretty courageous. Even half dead, it's still gonna stick to its combat. It's gonna try to take at least one person with it. And normally it would probably go against the last person that heard it, but in this case, it really wants Alaric because he's already wounded. So he knows if he can finish him off, then gets to eat tonight. So Alaric, prepare yourself.
Preparing.
What is your AC?
17.
Okay. Out of 2 claws and a bite, the bite will score.
Okay.
You are the luckiest person in this entire game right now. You took 2 points of damage from a vicious, licking.
Hey, that's no joke with tiger tongues.
Yeah, I know they're raspy. They're used to scrape skin off of bone, but it only did 2 points of damage. It barely injured you.
4 hit points.
You what?
I have 4 hit points left.
Huh. I guess you survive a little bit longer then.
Yep.
All right, young Padawans. What next?
That picture of him in the icon is now really bloodied. Well, is there anything else near the pond, or should actually? We're not near the pond. We're in the jungle still. Someone else take over for scouting, please.
The tiger's still alive, guys.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Is it,
None of us
isn't
did.
Bandera holding like in melee with it now?
Yes, he is.
So it kind of got to start with him, right?
And technically, Alaric is in melee with it.
Yeah. I will slam my knee repeatedly into its eye socket. That is 15.
I think Pandora works better in Wandering Heroes of Ogre Game.
A 15 will hit.
Okay. Not such good damage. That is 10 points of damage. The trauma die, however, is 9.
It's a really good damage. Okay, and you blew through his trauma.
Okay, so trauma's times 2.
Yep.
So that's what, 20 damage?
Yeah. The tiger will die to your basically. I mean, your knee is like slamming into the side of its head, and you can feel its skull crush underneath your kneecap. But it will die with a yowl, kind of a sad, pathetic yowl. Poor hungry tiger was just trying to eat. And
I roll it off Alaric. You're right.
Could be better. Someone else should take over scouting for now.
Yeah,
I can do that.
I'll help him up. Do we have some water and some clean leaves or something to dress his wounds?
do ya?
Well, presumably we brought water for travel. That kind of goes without saying, really. So I guess we'll wash his wounds and help as best we can. Is anyone any good at healing?
Not here.
I have healing 0.
Yeah, no ranks.
Oh, all right, physician, heal thyself.
Okay, I guess I'll roll heal. That's an 8.
Okay, let's see.
Work.
So, okay. By spending a few minutes tending an ally, a medic with a med kit can heal 1d6 hit points of damage on a target, plus their heal skill level. And somebody will call me on the phone right at this time.
Knockout Dungeon Master.
Thought that was me.
All right. So what was your heal check?
8. I keep rolling 8s for some reason.
Okay, so you can heal a d6 of hit points of damage on a target plus your heal skill level. It doesn't actually say you have to roll anything, though.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Nope. If you look on page 40 for first aid, you don't have to roll anything. It's just a single application of first aid takes a minute of mission time. The only time you have to roll is if you're going to do something like try to stabilize somebody from a mortal wound.
Oh, well, then... regardless, I only gained 3 hit points, so I'm up to 7 now.
And that also takes a system strain.
Uh-oh.
So you'll take a 1 point of system strain. Which, shouldn't really inconvenience you that much, because I think you have quite a bit.
Yep, I have a permanent of 11.
Yeah, so you're fine. And now you have some really impressive scars if you ever get back to civilization to show the ladies. See how I got this scar? A tiger attacked me out in the jungle. Oh, what now?
I was going to lead ahead.
Okay, so you're going to leave the dead tiger?
We can't really bring it with us, can we?
Scald could probably carry it.
I'll carry it if you want me to.
Can we skin it here? Because, isn't tiger meat something you're not supposed to eat?
Hey.
I mean,
How
we sort of already skinned a tiger and used it for food, so this wouldn't be the first one.
Oh, all right. Well, if we survived before, clearly there were no problems.
As a general rule, you shouldn't eat predators. Because they carry more parasites and so on.
And then there's the ancient Romans and Chinese who pretty much ate anything that swam, crawled, flew, scuttled.
Well, if it didn't want to be eaten, it shouldn't have been made of meat.
That's right. That's right. Embrace your inner Dominican.
Should I give us a notice or just keep trudging?
Well, I mean, if your party's gonna leave you behind while you're sitting there skinning it, or unless everybody's gonna wait.
No, we can skin it. I can help them if you want.
All right. So let me see.
I'll stand watch while they do that.
I mean,
Let me see what skill's good for that.
I think it's survival.
Survive?
Yeah, survive's probably the best for that one.
Anyone got higher than a 0?
Yep, I have 2. It's my one good skill out of fighting.
I have a survival of 0, unfortunately. My highest skill is stab.
All right, Scald.
Stabbing's important.
Total's 11.
Yeah, no problem. You'll skin and dress out this big cat. You have a nice pelt left behind. I don't know if you want to keep the meat or not, but you did.
I'll cut off slabs of the meat and just wrap it in the pelt.
We do have a surplus of edible food, if I recall.
Well, I'm a giant lizard who only eats meat. I'm going to take all the meat with me.
This is breakfast.
Let's cut away what we can. I mean, if we do find a tribe or something out there, then maybe we can trade meat for something. Right. So I guess once we've taken whatever meat we can get in the time we have, carry on to the pond.
All right. Well, this has cut into your time a little bit, but you start making some more headway through the jungle. Having to go back and forth here, so. So, managing to get into the next hex. Let's see if we run into anything nasty. Not so far. So you'll see it at the edges of the pond. It's a small pond that sits in the woods here. As it grows darker, you see the strange glowing forms that make an eerie purple light deep in the water.
Any idea what they are? Or are they like glowworms or fireflies but underwater?
You're really not sure. You'd have to dive in and go find out.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that-
my turn to take a phone call.
Would it be fair to say that Kalia went and picked up his spear again, the one he threw?
That's fine.
Okay.
I assume you're going to retrieve your weaponry.
Maybe the water is curative to my wounds.
Toss him in there, and he comes up screaming, "It's giant glowing leeches!"
Doctors swear by them, so. All right, but it was somewhere near here that we thought there was a settlement, yeah? Is there any smoke rising up? Any indication which way to go? Trails around the pond where people come to fetch water?
Yeah, there's definite signs that something, well, lots of somethings come visit this pond on a pretty regular basis and move further back into the woods.
Any humanoid somethings amongst the tracks?
They do look like two-footed creatures, small ones.
Well, I guess this is the way we go then.
All right. You want to roll a notice roll, who's ever in the front. It's a pretty easy one, but you could have your Stevie Wonder glasses on right now.
I think it was Edmund who was in front, but he's on a call, so...
Back.
Oh, you're back. Right. I think you were scouting, so you have to make a notice roll.
All right. Hello?
Hello, what'd you roll?
10.
10. All right. Well, in a clearing near what looks like the ruins of some kind of an abandoned stronghold, you see a small group of humanoids. They are small, green, and for some reason, who's Ironcaster?
Kalia.
Ironcaster has his name.
Oh. Well, he's playing Kalia as far as I know.
Okay. Well, he needs to fix his name. There you go. Kalia feels a very strong attraction to these creatures.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Isn't Kalia the fish person?
No.
Oh,
Short
sorry.
stack.
I thought he was the fish person I made.
Goblins.
Thought that was Guardbro with the weakness for short stack goblins.
Ironcaster has a penchant for short stack goblins.
And
I
Cardassians.
like a lot of things.
Yes, these
Are
appear to be.
goblins normally evil in this world, or
You've never seen goblins before, so
okay? What the fuck's that?
yes.
Some kind of pygmy covered in algae.
Now, this was the site we were looking for. Or is this just something we stumbled upon?
This is where you saw the campfires and stuff before.
And look at those pointed ears. What kind of thing has that?
Oh, we should probably go in a little closer and check it out.
After getting captured by those cave dwellers, I'm going to advise caution, even if they seem friendly at first.
The ones that
How
look
many-
female look very attractive for some reason, Kalaya.
How many of them do there seem to be?
There are 6 of them.
We can probably take them if they cause trouble. Then
Of course, something tells you that they're a little bit like roaches. You know, it's like if you see one of them, there's probably like a dozen more somewhere else. The fact that there's 6 of them probably means that there's at least 36 more somewhere else.
Well,
Do
look,
I-
even if we get captured, it brings us right into their base, and then we just escape.
it's true. We could do an 18 montage sequence and then escape. Do they have any weapons or tools or anything on them?
They have weapons and tools. They look kind of primitive, but serviceable.
Clothing?
Of a sort.
Well, they just like stapled a dead rabbit to their crotch or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, basically it's kind of like, do you like this? Yes, we'll wear it.
Hobo chic.
Pretty much. Well, or forest pygmy chic.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they've got stuff. They might be willing to trade. Those other creatures down below, they looked hostile, but they were willing to trade.
Yeah, until they captured me and Scalaros and
Did
Ragnall and you never filled me in on what they did.
Look,
I think I know, but yeah.
we've got the
let me-
tiger. We could maybe barter.
without getting my show canceled or anything, Edmund, I'm just going to say the word snoo snoo.
Goblin Slayer, say less. I know.
T-shirt. I try to breathe deep and see if I can smell if there's any other ones here. I have that arcane senses.
I mean, this whole area smells like these things. They have a distinctive odor, and this area is just stinking with it.
Okay. Do I hear anything else? Also, my hearing's better than normal too.
I mean, not out here, just these 6.
Okay.
Tell
Yeah, I was
me-
trying to make sure whether I could smell or hear any that were hiding.
I mean, not unless you can see through walls or something.
No, no. That's
Tell you
why
what.
I'm trying to set in sound.
Tell you what, I'm unarmed. I'll take some of the tiger meat and try to initiate contact, and then if it goes wrong, I'll run back down the trail to where you guys are, and you can be ready to cover me.
Okay.
That
I'll
makes
take
sense to me.
take a couple of the little meaty packages of tiger meat, holding those in one hand and the other hand up. I will very slowly and smiling without showing any teeth pace along the trail to where they are.
Okay. So you're approaching them?
Yeah.
All right. Let me give them a reaction roll. Okay.
Hello? Do you speak common?
They see you and they gibber and jabber in their language, and they huddle defensively near their fire with their weapons raised.
I
They
will
look
crouch
more
down.
scared.
I crouch down slightly to make myself look smaller, and with the meat outstretched and my other hand still up, I will edge towards them. Do you understand any words I'm saying?
Yes, I speak.
Speaking in
Monguva.
tongue. Must be very religious. Meat you want? And
We-
proffer the tiger meat. Or unwrap part of it.
Oh, and it's in the tiger skin?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah. Their eyes get really big. And they start jabbering amongst each other very excitedly. One of them, who looks a little bit older and wiser than the other ones, will come forward. He'll kind of inspect the meat and he'll nod at you. He'll yell some stuff at the other ones. Two of the females are shoved rudely forward towards you as he picks up the meat skin and pulls it away to the rest of them. The two of them look kind of bewildered. They turn around and try to go back, and the others yell at them and jab their little spears at them. So the two little females walk over to you, kind of bow their heads.
Okay. Language barrier is clearly a problem here. Do they have anything around? Like, have they hunted some other game or?
They look like they were gathering fish from the pond, or maybe some kind of pond algae type stuff. But this tiger meat disappears really quickly along with the skin, because they'll rush it off back to the ruins, leaving just a couple of goblins behind to watch you and as they stoke up the fire.
Bandera,
Okay.
I think you got mates now.
I got the meats. Yeah.
No, mates. Mates.
oh,
You're supposed
mates.
to mate with that.
Oh. Yeah. Not my thing.
No,
Kalaya?
you all look
women.
the same. They look like you, just different color. Like all you fleshy guys.
Well, we people can be strange like that. It seems safe. I think the rest of you can come on out, but put your weapons away.
Alaric comes out and says, "Oh, Kalaya, we found some stuff for you."
The remaining goblins, what weapons do they have on them?
Spears, short swords, knives.
I'll hold out the second package of meat that I took, and I'll point at one of the swords.
But the two goblins who were left behind,
Yeah.
they'll kind of look at each other. You can see them doing some kind of ancient ritual that looks something like this.
The orc game of rock, rock, rock.
Yeah.
Rock, biggest rock.
Bigger rock, yes.
Big rock queens.
One of them
Yes.
looks upset, but yeah, he'll kind of waddle over to you and like start taking off all of his weapons and his with his little bit of makeshift armor. He'll leave it there at your feet, and he'll pick up the rest of the meat and take it over to the campfire where they'll start cooking it.
Okay. I'll look through his stuff.
You're not sure what smells worse, the two females or the stuff, but this piecemeal patchwork armor is actually defensively capable, so you could wear it if you were small enough to wear it. You
After
have to
a
adjust a little bit. Yeah. They do have a
what's
good...
What's it made of?
Looks like a combination of things like turtle shells, fish, hide, deer skins, and just whatever. Just all patchworked together to make like a little armored outfit.
Looks like they just put a whole bunch of tough stuff on the floor and rolled around in it.
Yeah, basically it's kind of like, ooh, that looked tough. Here, sew it to this. Their daggers, or the guy's dagger, is actually good steel, and
Yeah.
as is the short sword.
Those might be of some use to some of you. I'm not sure whether they've given me these tiny women, like, temporarily or permanently.
They seem to be following you around and listening to you attentively.
Well, we can't stay here much longer, so
It seems to be quite fruitful so far. This has gone better than expected.
okay.
We should find
Try-
out where they're getting the steel.
Well, yeah, but we don't have time now. I'll call the remaining goblin guards over again.
Yeah, the one who is still armed will come over. The other one, the naked one, is busy cooking the fire or cooking the food.
So we'll come back tomorrow. I'll point at the sun and make a sort of downward motion with my hand, and then an upward motion, and then point to all of us and point to the ground.
He looks very, very frightened when you do this, and he'll run over and yell at the other guy, and the other guy will look frightened. They'll grab their meat and run.
Okay. Weird. Oh, well. I guess we take our goblin handmaidens and head back to camp.
Yeah.
I hope we didn't just start a war by accident.
I don't know. Maybe they thought I was going to destroy the sun or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's literally what they thought. It was kind of like, I shall bring down the sun upon you and crash it and then raise it up again. But I can't tell you that. You do notice one thing, though, is your little goblin honeys are really, really adept at forest foraging, I should say, because while you guys are walking, they seem to identify fruits and roots and other things, and they'll stop to pick them and put them in their little bags.
So we've just purchased women.
All right. Before you guys head out, I'm gonna ask Bandera. You mind? I'll go with them. I'll go find their village. I got all this meat because I have all the majority of that tiger saw on me, and I'm not scared of dark.
I don't know that I'm in charge. I'm just kind of taking the initiative here. If you want to go and try and trade some more, I guess fine, but it's better if we're all together, I think. We could dry some of the meat at the camp, see if we've got anything else to trade with, and then we could come back tomorrow.
If that's what you want.
I think that would be better.
All right, I'll follow.
I'll try and trade a few words of common and goblin. I'll try and get to know their names. So I'll point to myself and say Bandara, and then point at her. I'll point to Alaric and say Alaric. Point at her.
One moment. Let me consult the goblin name generator.
Fug and Bug.
Oh, no. We can do better than that.
Stan and Nitam, which means tits and ass in Hindi.
No.
My name is Gobbly.
I'm gonna put these in the private chat so that you guys can write these down, because these guys, unless you drive them off for some reason, they will become characters.
Do they count as equipment or companions?
Or livestock.
They count as characters.
Okay.
I didn't know if we were delving into gore stuff, so.
No.
Goblin silk slaves.
Okay, so they are Naldi and Doss. And I believe Worlds Without Number has goblin stats, so you can build goblin characters. If not, I can come up with them pretty quick, because I think Crawford actually published something that has goblins in them.
Huzzah.
Actually, now that I think of it, he does.
Do we encounter any other huge Gribblies that want to eat Alaric on the way home?
Let's find out.
Like Gripplies, in fact.
Him and
No,
him
fortunately, yeah, you'll make it back to your settlement unscathed any further.
Oh man, that was
You know,
really
obviously the rest of your tribes members are kind of like looking at your two new goblins, going, "What are these?"
Yeah,
I don't
there's.
know.
Oh, sorry. There's a origin focus for Goblin Savages in Worlds Without Number. I just looked it up
In the main book or in Ladder Earth?
in the main book.
See, he's also got goblins in one of his things too.
Yeah, they got Goblin Savage and Goblin Tinker.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that we could have gained some frog people to join us.
Well, you haven't met any yet.
Bullywugs?
Yep. Or more like the Gripplies from Pathfinder, because they look like the rainforest frogs.
They look cute, yeah.
Yeah.
They're very poisonous.
Oh yeah, very poisonous.
Well, I guess root around, see what we've got to trade, and take thing 1 and thing 2, and forcibly wash them in the stream.
Yeah, if you try washing them, they seem to panic.
I'm bigger and stronger than they are.
They act like you're trying to drown them. I mean, like literally, it's like they'll fight back, they'll cry.
I'll pin one by sitting on her, and then wash the other one forcibly while she struggles and spits and acts like she's being drowned, and then swap.
They both look at you so humiliated afterward.
There, that's better. Lead them back to the camp.
Everybody thanks you for that.
Everybody liked that.
Yes, everybody liked that. Well, what now?
Gonna eat and get some sleep.
Yep. I need to recover my health.
Well, the good news is you'll be able to do that.
I also have extra characters to play, so he can heal while I play other characters.
Eat, sleep, trade, repeat.
What was the rule on we can swap out as long as we're at camp?
Yeah.
Or is okay.
Okay, cool.
Because Scleros actually might be useful here. Let me check his sheet.
Osgood. Let's check him.
Okay, so natural healing is provided you are fed, warm, and reasonably comfortable. A non-frail creature, which is you, because you're not frail, will recover your character level or hit dice in HP each morning.
Oh yeah,
And the doctor feed 'em.
I'm gonna play Jan Velfort, the Fishman noble.
And Ironcaster,
Yes, sir.
I will let you build and run the goblins since you don't have any other characters.
I will have to do that in the off time.
I know.
Lord Emmanuel can take care of our wounded fellow there, while the rest of us continue on. since he's in camp.
Shall we do that then?
Do we have any other junk we could trade with the goblins?
Well,
Got
I
some
do
of that
have the-
copper from the copper doors and stuff.
The powder at the watchtower.
Perhaps we could try trinkets. I fashioned together some necklaces from materials from the tigers before, so I don't know, some like tiger claw necklace.
They did seem impressed by the tiger skin and the meat. We've got some gold coins.
Feathers.
Feathers, yeah. Let's not take the goblin skull.
Might be a bad idea. Just like
We got 5 pieces of cheap jewelry, including an earring. Yeah, that'll do.
But do we think that they're the ones who made those swords, or do we think they just found them?
They didn't strike me as being particularly sophisticated, so they probably took them off something.
I guess I was
Or
going to say,
someone.
because if they were making swords, then we could bring them that broken one. See if they could fix it.
Yeah, they might value the metal. Be worth knowing if they value the metal. So yeah, we could bring the broken sword.
Oh, Castor, I dropped off goblin stuff for you in the sidebar.
I wrote it down.
Now your dogs are barking.
Yeah, he's way off in another room, too. He's just that loud.
He's a loud boy. Okay. Well, the night passes more or less uneventfully. And the next day?
Pack up our stuff to trade. And this time head directly to the Goblin Village, I suppose. Or at least the pond.
All right. Well, it's a bit of travel, but yeah, you'll get there about midday.
Any sign of the goblins?
You'll see some of them out collecting, or at least trying to catch fish and other things out of the pond.
Do any of them enter the pond? Like go in spearfishing or anything?
Yes. Grim is typing up a storm.
Are we sitting here for a bit? Are we staying here for a bit? Or we continue on to their village?
How cold is the fire that they left before?
Looks like it was going all night, so still got it's still pretty warm when you get there.
Some of them are fishing, right? So
Yeah, well, I guess a wave to the ones that are fishing and call out, hello.
One of the ones that's fishing will spot y'all and yip yip and say some other stuff and run off.
I'll go into the water and see if I can find some fish.
We got plenty of fish back at the camp to trade. If I just didn't think they needed fish.
mean, it's a pond. I mean, you can go, fishing in a fish pond is not
Well,
too difficult.
We got saltwater crabs, saltwater fish. Even that might be something they'd be interested in.
Yeah, but if nobody brought it, then
Yeah. So I dive down to the bottom, see if I can find anything big.
you're actually looking for a big fish down in the pond.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess roll your bushcraft.
7 + 2 is what? 9.
9. Yeah, you found something, or it found you. Give me just a sec here. Gotta find it.
Just going to try to bring something back to them, impress them.
The hell do these things even look like?
What is it?
He's looking for the biggest, nastiest fish in there.
I'm looking for something that's definitely appropriate.
An octopus with boxing gloves.
Like octopuses.
A goat with an aqualung.
Da, 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 da.
3
All right.
medium-sized fish in a trench coat.
These aren't the fish you're looking for. So, stirred up from the bottom of the pond is this giant, horrendous-looking animal.
Sturgeon.
This is not just a sturgeon. This is a sturgeon. It's 30 feet long. It is aggressive, and it has armor plating.
It's the Sturgeon General.
It's the Sturgeon Senior. And you found it, and it found you, so who's going to win this contest? One of you two will become lunch. You get to go first.
All right, I'll bring up the heavy spear again and use that. 14 ends up being the non-natural 20 again.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
D10. Damage is 9, and the trauma die is 11. Best I could roll.
Meanwhile, up on the surface, a little bubble comes up. Bloop.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's fine. Nope. Okay, so here's what happens. You guys see a bunch of movement in the pond as he jumps in and stabs something, and all of a sudden, this massive, 30-foot long sturgeon just aggressively attacks him. You hear all the goblins just screaming frantically, "Ickaboy! Ickaboy!" They start running for the shore, dropping their nets and everything. Let's see. This big bastard gets an attack. Oh! Okay. Monster Sturgeon hits Scald for 13 damage.
What AR did it hit?
Hmm?
What armor rating did it hit? Armor class.
20.
Oh, that's the one that would get me.
Yep. And you are swallowed whole.
Plus side, it's less armored on the inside.
Yep.
However, you have to make a save or be paralyzed.
Okay. What am I saving against?
Well, the old school essentials would be save versus death, but in your case, I think it's
Physical, evasion, mental, or luck?
yeah, it's physical.
I forget. These are above, right?
Yes, they're above.
9 or above. Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah, I did not need that. It's
Yep.
1.9.
No, you needed that because yeah, if you're paralyzed, you're just eating damage every round.
No, I meant I didn't need to waste a natural 20 on a on that.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna roll one later.
So while you are swallowed, you may attack with sharp weapons at a -4 to hit.
Okay.
But it does have a belly AC.
Of course it does. All right.
Well,
So
its belly AC is lower on the inside than it is on the outside. So
all right. So
it's now everybody's turn. Now that the rest of y'all can see what's going on.
How close to surface are they?
I mean, yeah, this giant sturgeon just basically just kind of jumped up and swallowed him. So now it's kind of like swimming around in the pond, thrashing, trying to keep its meal from fighting.
Pellia's gonna take his spear and start to use some of the rope he's been making and, tie it off to it so he can spearfish and try to hit the thing.
A sturgeon?
Yes.
Okay. Well, tying off and building your equipment like that is going to take your turn. So, next.
do you want me to go since I'm inside it?
Go ahead.
All right. I'll summon up a great sword and try to slice along it.
You're going to try to summon up a great sword inside of a fish that has you swallowed.
Yes, because it's
No.
gonna hit the sides.
No.
Okay.
You have no room. You have no room to swing that. There's no way possible.
I don't know.
Hook
Claw
knife.
blades then. Claw blades then.
Claw blades would work.
I'm not sure what a claw blade is, but I just have the list of weapons. I'm just picking one at random here.
Yeah.
Imagine
16
they're
total. 16 total.
16 total?
Mhm.
Yes. You will hit it from the inside.
So 5 damage and 4 for the trauma die.
Okay. Next.
I'll pick up a rock and throw it.
Okay. I mean, why
Don't
not?
have any ranged weapons, so
You could just run over there and punch a fish.
that
Pandora,
doesn't seem like a very bright idea.
It doesn't.
So,
I think the sturgeon's pretty nasty, but I think like the alligator gar is worse.
19 to hit.
Oh yeah, easily.
Damage? For a
That's up to
thrown
you.
rock?
For a thrown rock,
Yeah,
I think aren't they usually like a D3?
probably.
Because like a sling stone is a D4.
That's 6 damage.
Your rock pings off of its armor. It looks at you indignantly.
How many times does the stone skip before it hits it?
4. Actually, roll a D4. Find out.
3.
3 times. Boop, 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 boop.
Thwap.
Okay. I have not heard from Jan or Kalea. Well, actually, no, I have not heard from Jan and Scaleros.
So I'm gonna throw a spear.
Okay.
Jan is going to try and stab at it with his sword because he doesn't
Okay.
have anything else.
Scaleros has to go first, though.
Okay.
15.
15. You threw your spear?
Yeah.
Amazingly, your spear bounces off of its armored skin.
These
I mean,
bronze
it's
weapons.
shocking.
Yeah.
You've never seen your spear bounce off of an armored skin before, and Jan runs out there into the pond. I'll save you, swinging his weapon. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Let's roll up. Okay. So, do I roll 2d6 to hit or 1d20 to hit?
1d20.
Okay, because I was rolling 2d6 prior. My bad.
2d6 is a skill check, but it's 1d20 for an attack.
That's a 3.
You rolled a 3.
Well, no, because wait, don't I add my strength?
I mean, unless you have like 17 points of strength to add on.
Well, I have a +3, so.
Yeah, no.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah. You ran up. Your foot caught a weed. Your swing goes wide and just, kind of glances off of it. Yeah. If a fish could laugh, it would.
Well, right now I am a fish person. I just need to upload my picture into that account.
Scald, you eat 3 points of damage automatically.
Okay.
Digestion. As the sturgeon attacks, Jan's the only one who's out there fighting with it, so it will attempt to bite.
Oh,
What?
I think he was trying to upload the fish picture.
Oh. Let's see.
it gulped him down and took him offline.
Oh no.
So
Oh, there he is.
Everybody
I
go
just
left.
had to log into the account so I could upload the picture. My bad. So I'll let you guys know.
That's always happening to me. That's why I knew.
Jan, does a 16 hit you?
Let's see. I believe it does. Let me check. Okay, let's see. Here's my character. It does hit.
You take 7 points of damage from a sturgeon bite.
Okay, because I don't have any armor, so how much damage was that?
7.
Okay, 7. So I'm down to 7 HP. Okay.
So, new player turn.
Yes, back to player turn.
I think we'll let Scald go first.
Go ahead, Scald.
I breathe fire.
Inside of it?
Yeah.
I don't see why you couldn't, so go ahead.
11 points of damage.
Okay. It really can't get a save, so although it is underwater.
Yeah.
Does it burp or fart fire?
Looking for the
Kind of
inside,
belches. You're not immune to fire, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good. Okay. And I don't have to deal damage to you for, for setting yourself on fire.
Jan can go in the water, though.
Jan is a fishman.
That is a wild looking picture.
That is a cool looking picture.
Thank you.
He's got the Innsmouth look.
I like the way he's like dressed like a noble guy as well.
That's why I said he's got the Innsmouth look. He's a noble fish.
He is. He has the noble background.
Yes.
Got that Habsburg chin.
No, it's the Habsburg fin. Okay, Bandara, do your thing.
Well, throwing rocks clearly isn't doing much good. So It's on the surface, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I run to the edge of the pond, leap out, and descend upon the fish with my fists.
Ah!
Punch it right in the gills.
Punch it in the balls.
Okay, that is 24.
That'll hit. This thing would retreat, but it really has nowhere to go because it's it's in a pond.
Maximum damage, so that's 19 points of damage.
How?
And trauma 6.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You hit the fish so hard it got stunned and then died after being kind of roasted from within by Scald. It'll do the fish float to the surface thing.
Okay. Drag its corpse to the side. Help me cut it open. Scald might be alive.
Jan is looking everywhere for a weapon. So, someone else do this. I'll look for a weapon.
Anyone?
I've got a
I'll
spear.
start. I can start punching the fish.
That's not going to really open it, though.
I just cut myself out from inside. And
Yeah,
then-
I'll
and
let you.
And I'm eating like a piece of fish as I come out.
I mean, it's already pre-cooked.
Sushi.
Look around. What? We've got fish for them.
Yeah. Didn't say any caviar while you were in there, did you?
In stomach, not other part.
Not sure if it's a male or female sturgeon.
It's a male. It's a big male.
You gotta wonder how something that big got into this pond.
Yes, you do.
why there was anything else in the pond.
I mean, find out, I can go swimming.
It was
in.
sleeping.
Well,
Maybe there's an entryway into another deeper area, or like another
like a
big water area somewhere else.
Maybe
grab it by the
maybe it
tail
was
and start
got to by an
dragging
even
it.
bigger bird.
well, we have
grab by the tail
Okay.
and start dragging it out.
It's already been dragged out, as far as I know.
No, I mean
Just
like
the shore.
dragging it towards that village. Like start heading off.
wait, you'll get dirt all over it. Let's put a wooden frame under it at least to stop it dragging through the dirt.
Could I pick it up, or is it too heavy for that?
It's 30 feet long. It's going to require a little bit of help.
So you want to make like a travois or something?
Yeah.
So you guys spend some time building a travois to drag the giant sturgeon.
Yeah.
While they're working on this, can I try and can use my connect skill to communicate with the goblins?
Are they still here? I thought they ran off.
I thought they retreated back to like the fortifications.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, because that's where we're going to head to once we get the fish together.
Yeah.
Can I swim beneath and see if there's any entryway to a deeper area?
Well, you're the
And
fish
then
guy.
There's the female.
And it was over.
Well, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Then you get to roll the notice check.
Okay. Notice 0.
Maybe somebody else will get the giant animal attacking it instead of one of my characters.
I got a 9.
You keep looking for trouble and it finds you.
I was just looking for a fish.
You found one. You said you wanted to find an impressive fish. Okay.
That wasn't quite what I meant.
Oh. I thought about a giant carp, but
I got a 9.
a 9.
It's a goldfish.
You do actually find there is a fissure that's kind of in the bottom of the pond that leads down into somewhere else. I mean, it would take a bit of exploration by somebody who could breathe underwater
I
to
can
find out how deep it goes and how far it goes and where it goes.
I can breathe underwater.
But nobody else can.
So you're gonna go down
Wait,
there alone
wait.
by yourself?
I hold on. I think I can breathe underwater, or I don't need to breathe. Period. Yeah, doesn't sleep, eat, breathe, and can see clearly in the absence of light.
I'm water adapted, can breathe water and see through it up to 120 feet regardless of light. And I swim at double my normal move rate.
Okay. Okay, Mike. Let's just. Scleros is a robot, isn't he?
He's an alien.
He's a freaking Terminator.
So you both can go down there and get eaten.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll do the completely sane way to check you're an android by cutting my arm open.
That's completely sane.
Just taking the skin
Yeah,
off.
the safest way.
We've got tiger skin. We'll fix them up.
We'll come back to this later.
Make a note.
Yep.
Hole in pond.
Do we still have the Google Doc?
I didn't hear anything you just said.
The Google Doc.
Google Doc. Better
Yeah.
Do still have
quality.
the Goo Goo Duck.
The Google Doc.
Yeah, I'll need a link for that.
There we go.
It's right there on the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but some people joined late.
Okay. Yeah, hole in pond. There you go.
Yeah. I don't-
Modify that a little bit.
In that, I just had a question. In that Google Doc, what about that big brass door or bronze door? Is that the rotting door?
Rotting?
Yeah, there's one that says a rotting door on here, but we found that giant brass door that we dragged back.
Yeah, there's
that's right below large
yeah.
bronze door, 4x4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I just missed it because I saw the rotting one up there. I was like, oh, is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, I don't know why you guys have the rotting one, but
No idea.
Well, apparently we're using that to carry the fish.
Well, anyway, are we gonna head out?
Yep. Once we've got the frame built, we'll drag the sturgeon over to the fortifications.
yeah. A group of goblin warriors, armed and as best of their armor as they can with their best weapons, will show up from the fortification. They take one look at the sturgeon and they're like, "Unka logo."
Right. So once they take the sturgeon inside, we burst out and storm the gatehouse.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
No, Lancelot and I will burst out.
Yes.
Oh, was I supposed to put a door on the inside?
We come trade big fish, more goblin honeys.
Yeah, they're just kind of looking at the fish and kind of like looking at each other, and after a couple minutes, one goblin who looks like older and bigger than all the other ones will kind of come out. He'll kind of look at the fish and look at y'all. Onkaloga. It's apparently the name of this fish.
It's their fish god. He's dead.
Well,
We've killed God.
They're not Kuatua or Sahagin, so I think we're all right.
yeah, they're not Sawagan.
We
I
killed
hear
God
probably
and
some
threatened.
fucking-
I don't know that anybody even uses Sawagan in their stuff.
I don't know.
That should be the next book.
Should be.
Yeah, fishnet.
Well, they'll immediately, he'll start giving orders. His guys will start digging a big giant pit, and they're putting coals and beds of leaves and everything else and skewers. They're basically gonna like pit roast this thing.
Ooh, goblin barbecue.
Yeah, his his people are working on this thing. They're descaling it. They're taking all the bones off of it and everything else, and filleting the meat. And preparing it.
Goblin Chief, do you speak any common?
Kind of grimace at you and is kind of fur face human.
Sure.
You killed Uncle Luca.
And a tiger.
Yes, very impressive. Are you trying to become chief?
No. We come from a human camp. We want to trade.
What you want to trade?
What you have.
The steel.
Yeah.
Your weapons.
We have weapons, we have treasure. We have women, what do you want?
Where did you find the material to make the weapons?
We didn't make it.
Where did you find
Where
the
did you
weapons?
get it from?
We steal.
From who?
Big people like you.
Are there
Where
others?
are these?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, where are these big people?
Dead. We killed them. Take their stuff.
Do you know where they're from?
Big smelly place.
Can you show the direction?
No point in the general direction where you think you saw the cities.
Okay.
Stupid tall people walk out in jungle, not know what doing. Hey, hang on a minute. Get Furred over here. He'll call a couple of other goblins over. You can hear him saying something or other. And Furred, this other goblin will walk over along with another goblin, and they'll, in this most crude imitation of common, they're both talking to each other and they're pantomiming. Oh, Fred, look. I have never seen these ruins before. We should come here and check them out. Well, I think that's a silly idea. There are goblins here. I mean, they're basically putting on a little show for you, and the goblins are laughing about it.
I will applaud when they finish their show.
They're basically showing you what they think of humans. But
Well, what do you have at the moment to trade? We have... What did we have? We had gold coins, jewelry, feathers,
More of the tiger meat.
more of the tiger meat.
Some of the tiger claw necklace.
Yep, and the broken sword.
And the giant fish we just brought him.
Yes, and the giant fish.
figure fish's gift.
Sure, why not? For an alliance?
We not kill you yet.
And we not kill you yet.
Seem fair.
Perhaps we can trade more in future. Good for both.
Perhaps. What do you want? Got lots of shiny stuff.
Bring shiny stuff. Show us.
He'll yell at somebody and they'll come back with a couple of little boxes. Looks like gold trinkets, jewelry, stuff like that. Stuff that they probably stolen off of caravans and people who are wandering through their forests.
Do you ever take armor or clothing from people you kill? Some of these don't have good clothing.
Not fit.
Yes, I know, but fit these. And I point to the humans.
Why I want something not fit?
Not for you, for them, to trade.
Who we trade with?
Us.
We trade with you now.
But we asked, did you find any before? You know, to save, to make something out of that you didn't yet?
No, just left there.
Well, in future, We would be willing to trade many things for clothes, weapons, things that you find from big folk.
You like women?
Yes.
Got big woman.
You have a big woman?
Yeah.
Big. Can we see?
Oh, hold on. He's yelling at his guys. You can hear him basically doing the hut 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 as literally like 6 of these guys, almost like pallbearers, are trundling out what looks like a coffin made out of solid steel.
It's a lot of steel.
Yeah, they'll bring it out and drop it down there at your feet. Chief will kind of like play around with a little bit, and it'll open. And inside is what looks like a sleeping woman.
Is it the daylight out?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna expose the sleeping woman to the sun.
And her skin is very pretty in the sun.
Does it sparkle?
It doesn't sparkle.
We've already
Is
met
she norm-
vampires.
That's
Is she
why I was
normally
worried.
awake?
Don't know. Not dead, but not live. We
I'll
tried to
poke
eat once, not taste good.
her- Oh, I see. I'll poke her in the nose with a finger.
Her nose seems solid enough. I mean, it's a nose.
She doesn't wake up.
Nope, her skin's cold.
Is she
But
breathing?
she's not breathing, but her body seems like it's 100% totally intact, like not a single bit of decay.
Are any of you wise in the ways of magic?
Yes, there's something I can do. I'm gonna use Sorceress Sight.
Mm-hmm.
By examining an object, area, or person as a main action, any active magic or enchantments, and gain a 1-sentence description of their effect. I think that calls for 1 effort.
Okay. Let's see.
Does she weigh as much as a duck?
I don't know. You pulling her out of the coffin to throw her into the pond?
First, we need a duck.
Yeah, for she needed a duck. Sorry, we're not playing RuneQuest. Okay, K-Mike, I'm gonna. You get a 1-sentence description, right?
Yes, and let's see, any active magic or enchantment. So if it's a magical, I would just know whether it's magic or not.
Okay. Shot it to you on Discord so that we can keep that between us. Or you can disseminate as you wish. Johan, does she like garlic? I don't know. Ask her. Rub some on her. Corpses love garlic.
Where did I turn to the goblins? Where did you find this woman?
No, kind of talk to each other. Many goblin ago. Big star fall out of sky. Fallen beach. Many old goblin find and bring and put into treasure. not know what to do with it, but it kind of nice to look at if you imagine she's shorter with green skin.
There's
We need
some
to
sort
keep
of
watch for her at night in case she shines.
there's some sort of preservative effect that's been cast on her. I don't know if this was to stave off death, but that is my assumption at this point. Perhaps she was poisoned or dying of some illness, and this was the only way to keep her.
She considered treasure, so nobody go and mess with.
Can our spellcasting bird back at camp do something about it?
Well, the spellcasting bird isn't around to ask.
I'm asking the other characters.
No idea.
Just a thought.
Well, I mean, we should probably take her. She should be amongst her own kind, assuming she's like us.
I'm curious about this other human civilization they found.
Yeah, that's going to take a concerted effort to go and explore, though, because it's much further away.
Perhaps we should trade for some of their shiny treasure. Could be finally of use to us.
Yeah. So they've got the woman. Have they got any other useful stuff, or is the rest just shiny treasure?
Gems, gold, pearls, just, stuff that humans would consider valuable. They don't even have any art, but they have art objects made out of, precious materials and things. Furniture, that sort of stuff. They're, goblins are pretty practical.
Well,
They don't really go... Sorry.
Sorry, I was going to say, I think we should trade for the woman, and then, yeah, sure, if you want to take some more shinies, see what they'll trade with us.
Well, let's do that.
What do you want for more of this shiny? We will take the woman off your hands as well.
Okay, sound like good deal. You take.
All right, you want nothing more for the rest of the shiny?
You got tiger skin?
Yep.
You gave us tiger skin. We like tiger skin.
And more tiger meat, too.
Yeah, tiger meat good too.
And we have some shinies. And tiger tooth necklace. Would look good on a shaman or chief.
Mostly need meat, tools.
Well, I guess tiger meat and fish it is then.
You prefer red meat or fish?
Meat.
Any meat.
Do you know someplace around here where you go hunting that you can't catch what you want? Something where it's too big for you?
Well, no, lots of big creatures can't touch.
Do you want us to bring some down for you?
Want to fight troll?
Look at Banderas. You want to fight a troll?
Not if I don't have to.
We can always, like I said, trade him a service. So
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
So we'll trade the meat for the woman and some of the shinies, whatever he's willing to part with. Someone who's better at trade and charisma than me should probably handle that side of things. Yeah.
You want
And-
a tiger necklace?
Can I make a connect roll to barter for more shiny?
think there's an actual trading skill or a convincing skill, isn't there?
Let me check.
I think there's a trade skill, and there's talk, which
Yeah, it's
is
talking trade.
Yeah, I've got a talk and trade.
Yeah. Trading probably worked better.
All right.
Although I think trade actually refers to like a skill, not actual trading. But
Well, because
I'll have
there's
to
also
double check.
craft.
Yeah, let me see. Trade
there's
is Trade is find what you need at the market and sell what you have. Roll it to sell or buy things. Figure out where to purchase hard to find or illicit goods. Deal with customs agents or run a business. So yeah, trade is the best.
Yeah, but I rolled 5. So, unless that's gonna get us anything.
outfoxed by a goblin trader. Well, we'll get what we can anyway. So, do you want to tell us what you gave us?
Oh my gosh, that's going to require some rolls. Hold on. First off, There's your prize you're bringing back.
Mm-hmm.
Does the thing she's in look like that as well?
Yes.
Looks comfy.
Okay.
And you
I'm
said
gonna
you
use-
came from the stars.
Her one arm looks weird.
That's a pretty accurate picture. I generated 9 of them.
I don't know. That left arm looks weird, man. It goes down too far and it comes back up.
Oh well, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
She's like, well,
That's-
now
got a
it's
weird
the
break
arm.
going on there.
that's just the AI, but you get what it was going for. All right, so I'm gonna assume that you guys were not necessarily going for anything specific as far as that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and roll up a treasure trove, and you guys can pick from. You guys can roll it up. So let's see. Okay. We're gonna go around, I guess, and you guys can generate what you need. So first is how much gold you guys get. So somebody roll me a d6.
In order. Top to
6.
bottom.
Four.
400 gold pieces. Actually, I think they use silver, but okay. Next is costly jewelry. Who wants to roll this?
All right.
Okay. What's your number? D6?
D6. 6.
6 pieces of costly jewelry.
Right.
We'll figure out what those are here in a minute. I have cheap gems. Who's rolling cheap gems?
I can do that.
Okay. D10 cheap gems.
D10.
And be sure and add these to the Google Doc when you get them.
7.
7 cheap gems. Now we have costly gems. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, roll a d6.
Okay. D6. Here we go. 6.
6 costly gems. This is the one I'm sure everybody wants. Costly clothing.
Ah, so they did keep some big people clothing.
It was kind of incidental. If it's costly clothing, it's because it probably has gems sewn into it, or it's made out of something valuable.
At this point, it's just basically anything that isn't moldy and goblinized.
Yeah.
All right, what do we roll for that then?
D6.
5.
5 pieces of costly clothing. You have 1 lesser magic item. And somebody roll me percentages for a greater magic item. You need to call it if it's high or low.
I'll do
Anybody?
low.
Nope.
72.
You what?
I called low and I got a 72.
Okay. Well, it was only a 5% chance, so it wasn't a real high one.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Now we have to go through our objects. What was on our first list?
400 gold, 7 cheap gems, 6.
Okay, so
costly
cheap gems. Cheap gems. Okay. So each gem, you roll a d6 times 10 for the gold in gold piece value.
Let's see. 20 GP. 40 GP. 40 GP. 10. 10. 5. 50. Surprised there's no 30 yet. 20. That's all 7.
All right. And if you roll me a d12, I will tell you what they are. And I can list them not next there. I don't know if the actual type of gem matters to you or not, but...
I'll start rolling these 2 at a time and we'll go down the list.
Okay. They're d12s. 1 d12.
12 and 2 and 12.
2 and 12. Okay, so... Your first one... And your other one was a 12?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And go ahead again. 2 more.
3 then 9.
All right, 2 more.
3 then 10.
Okay, so... So your big one is the red garnet.
And the last one is a 1.
Last one is a 1. I believe that is... Oh, wow, that's... Yeah, that's cheap. Agate.
We can't say that word t-shirt.
No, agate. Agate with an A, not an F. Okay. The 6 pieces of costly jewelry. They are 1 die 6 times 100 GP each. So I guess roll
All right.
6 die 6 times 100 on each one. Or I just each dice is times 100. Just list them and then I'll
All right.
Well, I'm grabbing 6 dice just to make this faster.
Okay.
Oh, you want to roll them?
Yeah, I can do that.
There you go.
Unless you want to.
It don't matter.
I really like these treasure tables. But the clothing is going to be the fun part.
Are each of these times 10?
These are 100.
Okay. So 100. 100, 200, 200, 300, 400, 500.
All right. And if you'll start throwing d12s, I'll start telling you what they are.
Five.
Ooh, nice. Next one.
6.
There you go.
8.
Oh, that's a nice one. Somebody's going to want that one.
7.
You're actually going to tell us what they are?
It's getting put into the Google Doc.
Oh.
Okay.
So far, coral, green garnet, orange topaz.
For 400 gold.
Onyx.
It's a 10.
10. Okay. These are actually really nice. The name is kind of misleading, but a spinel is actually really nice. Or spinal. What do you call it?
And the last one is a 12.
Oh. This, you know where they got this. Okay.
They got
And
it
I
from a
need
necklace.
and I need 6 pieces of costly jewelry.
Someone else want to roll?
Oh, yeah. That was the costly gems. 5 pieces costly clothing. Okay. Yeah, I got that. I rolled my 6 die already. So 103. Do you want to just write it down? Okay. you got it.
Yeah.
100. 300. 200. 100. 100. And 400.
Okay. And if you'll start throwing d12s, I'll write in what they are.
All right. Hold on. Got to go into the box for that one. The least used. All right. First one's a 2.
Okay.
Second one is a 7.
It's a brooch.
Third one is a 4.
It's a bangle.
Fourth one is a 2.
That's another anklet.
Fifth one is a 9. And the last one is 6.
All right, there you go. And Grim, would you be so kind as to generate our 5 pieces of costly clothing? Hang on. Costly clothing is 1 die 10 times 10 GP per each.
Okay.
So-
So
Roll 5
30.
die 10. So
okay, so 30, 10,
Yep.
100, 100, 40.
all right,
Okay.
casters in there. Okay, and we got to figure out what they are. 'Cause some of you
Yeah.
guys may end up wearing these
Okay, so what do I roll for that?
D12s.
Okay. 7,
Sandals. Ooh, somebody's gonna want those.
shoes. 2,
A cloak.
12,
A sari.
For our goblins.
11,
Trousers.
and 6.
Everybody's gonna want the trousers. Oh, and a robe.
I like the breeze.
But you're a robot. How can you like that?
He's not a robot.
I genuinely don't know.
The
um,
only thing he feels is shame.
if you're really interested in knowing, and it's totally up to you, I could tell you what the costly clothing is made out of. Well, obviously the sandals are going to be like leather, but like the cloak, the sari, the trousers, and the robe.
I think we should know for the trousers since we're going to be fighting over it.
Okay, so the trousers, roll a d6.
3.
They are made of leaf fiber chiffon.
Ooh, fancy.
Well, that's why they're expensive.
Yep.
Anything else?
That's all we need to know, really.
You don't want to know about the robe or the cloak? Surprised.
Yeah.
Everybody wants pants.
Well, so I imagine, judging from his avatar picture, Scaleros would want the robe.
Yeah, I'll take it. What's it made of?
The robe. Roll me a d6.
Because the robe he's wearing at 1. Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
It is a finely printed cotton robe. So it's kind of like a
Right.
Japanese kimono type thing.
That's better than what I got. I always assumed it was just the remains of the sale.
Jan will take anything that is of the best quality that no one else is taking.
Well, that's up to you then. There's sandals, cloak, and a sari that's left.
I'll take the sari and the sandals and the cloak.
Sari are, I think women wear those.
I
It's
am a
yeah, it's
noble
sort of a-
fishman.
And the sandals are just going to be leather. I guess you want to know what the sari and the cloak are made of then?
Yeah, we can give them to the goblins if necessary.
So roll a d6 for each one.
Okay.
A sari is basically just a big piece of material you wrap around yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no reason why the fish man can't wear it.
So I got a 2.
The sari is made of finely printed cotton.
I'm in a Roxas kimono.
And the cloak.
Yep. I put a roll a d6 for that.
Yes.
Okay. 1.
Also finely printed cotton.
Cool.
This is all like tropical wear, which kind of
I mean,
fits.
Well, yeah, because we're kind of in the tropical area.
There was a chance you could have gotten stuff made out of fur, but
So if there is cotton here, there must be cotton like plant.
or at least it's imported.
So who gets the coveted trousers?
Do we need to
Well, the
put rock,
dragon
rock,
I'm
rock?
not wearing anything, so
Do we need
The
to play
chiffon's
rock,
bit-
big rock, big rock?
Chiffon's a bit sheer, I think, for trousers. You don't want to see my junk wiggling around inside those. So.
Unless we're on Barsoom.
I think I'll give the trousers up on that basis. I'll wait until we find something a bit sturdier.
well, Scald isn't wearing anything at all because he's a dragon man. I just have my skills.
That's all you need. All right. Well, maybe someone back at camp would want the remainder. All right.
Or at
Thank you
least
for
give
the
them.
trade, wise Goblin King. We will send people to the pond when we want to trade more.
Good. And, maybe we won't kill you today. Seem
Maybe
like
we'll-
nice people.
We especially want clothing and weapons made for big people.
We'll be sure to rob some big people that have that sort of thing.
And armor if you can.
We expect some good trades for these things because it's a lot of risk.
Of course. Fish, meat, shinies.
Or there is, if my compatriots would agree, perhaps you could tell us where these big people are coming from.
He'll point in the same direction that the city was in.
How far?
Don't know how far. Just stupid people come out here and we kill them. We take their stuff. That is the law.
Fair enough. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay,
All right.
get out of there.
I think we need to plan to make a longer trip to this city, which means we're going to need water, firewood, food, some trade items. Not to look like a bunch of cavemen quite so badly.
We're one step closer on that front.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a better picture that's not quite so AI screwed up. I dropped it off in your game notes. So
Okay.
and for those of you playing at home,
Consult the at-home game, folks.
there you go. So, lugging all your prizes back.
Did they give us the metal thing that she was in as well?
Yeah, that kind of came with the deal.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if it was just her body or the metal thing too.
Oh, the metal thing. Yeah, the coffin. Yeah.
NRFB.
Now, of course, probably the other people at the settlement will be like, why did you bring back a corpse in a coffin?
Because she's an android from Darwin's World.
You wouldn't believe how great a deal we got over this.
All we traded was a giant fish. Skull nearly got killed.
So does
Got better.
does Yan get eaten by a giant porcupine while we're on our way back?
Let's see. Any encounters on the way back? No, surprisingly.
No one wants fish.
It's probably mistaking us for a giant sturgeon stalking through the jungle.
What the hell is that doing inland? Stay away! Yeah, you guys definitely probably came back just filled to the brim with fish and whatever plants that these goblins were eating.
The stuff that we traded. Yeah, successful trip, I think.
Well, effectively, I consider the trade to be kind of like the lair treasure for the big sturgeon.
Mm-hmm. Works.
Sturgeons don't normally have lairs, well, or if they do, they don't normally keep treasure.
Sturgeons are very complex. They have layers like an onion.
Like an ogre.
Yes.
Or Vulcan's brain.
All right. How late is it over there, Jim?
It is 11:45.
Okay, do you need to stop?
I can keep going for a bit. It's just I don't know how much more we can do other than prepping for the trip, which should probably be more of a downtime thing. So, was there anything else that hasn't been explored or that we needed to do?
Other than, wanting to trip back down into the dungeon if you want.
I'm not keen going back in there without any magical weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
Or-
it seems
or
like
le-
Oh,
Silver.
wait a minute. I forgot. Remember, you guys did get a magic something out of there.
Ooh,
Did we?
right.
Yes, you did. You did pull a magic item out of there. So, I need somebody to roll a d10, and you really want a 10, no matter what.
Someone else roll.
No, too much pressure for me.
Okay, I guess I'll do it.
What do I add?
I got this.
Don't add anything. Okay.
Oh.
6.
apparently you spoke up quick.
You got a potion. Roll a d100.
Okay. 4.
Okay. I'm going to add this to your settlement sheet. Hopefully you guys won't forget about it. Let's see. You already got something here. So, lesser magic item.
What was a 9 on there, by the way? I tried rolling and saying something, but he jumped quick, faster than me. Just out of curiosity.
What was a 9?
Yeah.
A 9 was a scroll.
Yeah. About the same then.
10 is what you wanted.
Yeah.
What would have it been?
I get to roll on the greater table. This was the lesser table. Greater table means weapons, armor, wands, rings, and miscellaneous objects. Like I said, I really, really, really like their treasure table. But anyway, yeah, looks like you got a potion of airy body. Airy body. everybody going to be insubstantial.
AKA puberty.
I mean, our fishy friends could dive down and check that hole in the pond, but the rest of us are going to be stuck up on the surface twiddling our thumbs.
I was going to say I don't know how many characters in the settlement don't need to breathe or can breathe water, but if you had enough people to form a party, you could go down there, or you could just check it in downtime and hope nothing bad happens.
Yeah.
I think that's the best option, honestly. So no one gets left out, really.
All right. Well, then looks like we got you guys have got things you can do. So yeah, there's the giant hole in the bottom of the pond that you can check out for your downtime actions. I don't know if anybody actually wants to try and make a scouting run all the way to one of those cities, but if so, then they'll be gone a while.
Yeah, ever since I learned we can die on downtime, I've been very reluctant to do stuff like that.
Well, I mean, if there was no element of risk, then...
Yeah.
We have to do it, though, K-Mike.
No, Scaleros is going to be busy studying that pod thing.
Damn it, I have to do that on my own time.
I figure that's a downtime thing, too.
Yeah.
So, okay. Everybody gets 3 XP, and you get 3 XP to distribute amongst characters that you have, and Ironcaster, you now have 2 goblins to generate, which are your characters.
So, question about the other XP I was supposed to be dishing out for a while there. The other sessions that I had not done yet.
You can add those to your goblins.
Okay.
So your goblins will actually start out a little bit more robust than what they would be if they were just like first levels.
So
almost
there should
to
be,
level 4.
What, 9 XP I can dish out?
I think that's right. Call it 12, because then you can just distribute 6 to each. Or you could just stack all 12 on one, I guess, and just make one super duper. It's up to you.
Mal, how much XP do you think that is total then? Because you had...
I had 12. And that was from very first game on.
Okay.
And
So we're
both
doing the fast leveling then, yeah?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you should have 12 as well.
Okay.
And then plus the 3 we just got.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, everybody out there in YouTube land, thanks for hanging out with us, and hope you catch this on the replay if you don't catching it live.